LJ was playing on my face, and his hands had a bunch of it on there. I was like, damn.
He getting big too, man.
You seen him, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, he getting big quick. So I know I gotta stay ahead of this damn game.
It's Lauren's twin. Nice. So how many years apart they are?
18. Lauren is 18.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got to see a picture. Ashley took a picture a couple, like I want to say it right at the beginning of me, her, and LJ. You can't tell the difference. It's like wild to me how much I'm like, damn, these little ones really do look like me.
Both your kids look like you.
Yeah,
I see Ashley though for sure.
Yeah, they got her. You that cat interview? My man said you got them ugly nigga features. He said they ain't got my ugly nigga features. They got her pretty features.
Definitely.
But other than that, good looking. Like they just good looking kids for sure. Definitely a good blend.
Definitely.
All right. So I'm about to kill this before we start.
I'm gonna do my lunches in probably a couple hours.
I had to do it. It's first thing for me. That's it. First thing. If we don't do it first thing, it'll take me forever, or I won't get done because something always pop up.
Got you.
All right, we can start. I left the camera on. I even turned the camera on. What's up, everybody? Coach Linda here. I'm actually sitting with the man, the myth, the legend, Garf. Some of y'all know him as James. So what's the name? We've been talking about doing this. We've been talking about doing this forever. Right? We was talking about how long ago we started talking about doing this.
It's been a while.
I'm telling you, I want to say it's been like half a year.
Yes, I was gonna say at least 6 months.
Yeah,
at least 6 months.
I started walking it out, and I did it with Tasha. I've had some of the trainers on it with me. Once or twice I've had to do it by myself, but for the most part, we've been pretty consistent. So my new thing that I want to do for everybody coming in the door is I want to make it something that we do every week because it's like a nice gut check. So we got some stuff coming like every day, and we got some detox, some other information that's coming. So like this has been super fun, but also like really tough. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, you've been here for most of it. And I don't think it's nothing I can say. I'm like, yeah, this is like this big change that nobody knows about. No, I'm pretty sure everybody knows.
Definitely.
All the stuff we've been doing. So we got the big logo in the back. That was a big move. Changed the atmosphere of the space. For the whole first year, I don't think we did much of anything to this space. We barely had curtains up. Right. It took about half a year to put the curtains up.
Hey man, it's coming together. That's all that matters, man. One step at a time. Yeah. But it's definitely looking like a real gym now to me, man. I don't like the logo just.
Everyone keeps saying that.
The logo just made it. It just pops now.
Like, I looked. I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about I was thinking about building something where I didn't have to break my pockets to do it. I was thinking about something that what people need versus what they're getting. A lot of spaces are teaching people to pursue, like, let's say losing weight, but they're not showing them like what it's tied to and all the other stuff. Again, eventually, obviously some of that stuff comes up, but a lot of the times they're just like, everyone's always trying to push like the best method, the only method. Like, I don't think it'd be rare for me to talk trash about methods. I'll talk trash about people and using methods, but not methods. And even then, I'm just messing around. Everybody's journey is different. So to have this functional training space in under 1,000 square feet, and for us to be packed from wall to wall, I'd be like, dang.
Yeah, so especially step class, man. I'm looking at step like, sheesh.
Yeah. The most we've had is 32 people in here. I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, I'm keeping it real. There was people without steps. It was insane. But I'm grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking back at it as being grateful. This was my hardest year in probably, I don't even know, probably a good 5. Like as a man, as a human being. And again, new son, expansion of the business. Now I got employees.
I could definitely say the same thing, man. This past year for me is tough. This is my first year like being single,
That's right. Yeah, you had a transition too.
It good like 12 years. So like,
okay, got it.
You know, just taking on everything by myself, it was different. On top of that, you know, I got my kids literally half the month. So, you know, just trying to figure out how to manage, you know, my time and, you know, being a father and actually taking care of responsibilities. So I would definitely say it's definitely been a tough road for me, but I'm much better.
Let's you know, we can kind of dive into that, right? Like the whole thing is we thought we was just gonna sit down and chat, so it ain't even no, like we usually I have a topic, but I ain't have no topic. I was saying I didn't really expect to shoot this weekend, but you intentionally showed up literally as I finished my lunges. Showed up to the tour, so I was like, well, we might as well just talk about everything, right? This is a great chance to talk about everything. So let's talk about like purpose. So. Okay, I'll ask, is it true for you, because I know it's true for me, but I don't know how it resonates in other people's lives, is it true for you that when you're the most consistent, you see the most progress?
100%.
So, I think that's one of the biggest lessons or takeaways for everybody who comes here, is like, if you just keep doing it, eventually it'll get you exactly where you want to go. Like, you know, a lot of places, they want you to sit down and get your food right immediately and they hand you a meal plan. And like, I don't do that on purpose. Like, we don't dictate your journey going good or bad based on what you're putting in your body, right? Movement in and of itself is a great way to cure anxiety and depression. So let's talk about how consistency has affected your journey, let's say physically, mentally, and if you want to talk about it spiritually.
Man, I could just tell you physically, consistency, ever since I've been here, the results show, you know.
Everybody's still talking about your damn transformation photos.
It's amazing.
It's like crazy. Everybody keeps talking about it. I think it's the funniest thing in the world. Yeah, it is really good. You did have a good one.
Just from like, I went to, you know, football tryout, you want to call it football tryout practice, whatever, on Thursday, and I feel like I was the most in shape person there.
Fair.
And like everybody, we literally doing light stuff and people gassed, out of breath, and I'm just like, y'all tired?
Yeah.
We ain't even doing nothing.
That's funny.
And you know, everybody's like, I want to get like you. And I'm like, just be consistent, bro. Like all you got to do is just get in there and stay there.
That's
you
the
just can't
superpower.
get in there and stop doing it, because that was me once upon a time.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, being around men like you, I see you keep going. You know, I've seen you sick as hell.
Like no.
And you still out there, you still working out. You know, you ain't got no excuses. You still pulling up, doing what you're supposed to do every day.
I appreciate
that.
I
always used to make excuses.
Right.
You know, and excuses don't get you nowhere.
They're easy, right?
Excuses
are easy to produce. Reasons why you don't do. That's why I just was talking to a friend. He said, well, before I make decisions, I move first, then I choose what I'm about to do. And I said, he right, because if I sit down and say, I ain't going nowhere,
that's dope.
It'll be easy. But if I'm up moving around, it'll be like, well, I could get up. I could go do this. Like that will play in your head over and over. So that's fair. How about the other pieces? Mental, I get it. Physical, I get it, right? Like mentally, so like other areas of your life outside of fitness, how's it playing? Damn.
This last year was tough for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I told people that was the most I've cried, because, you know, like I said, mentally I had to get used to things being the way it is, because I wasn't used to it. You know, I wasn't used to being alone, you know.
Right, because you had been with somebody for 12 years.
Exactly, you know, taking care of the kids by yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, like I don't do it all by myself. They go to their mothers too, but it's like when they're with me, it's just me. So, you know, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, you know, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing on top, and make sure I'm doing what I'm doing. You know, there was a lot on me mentally. And, you know, I found myself backing into a corner.
You know, that's what's so funny is there's somebody right now who's gonna see, like somebody who's gonna see this video, and they're gonna be in a position where they're like at home and they're saying, oh, that's easy for you guys to do because of this, this, and this. But ironically, like, again, you probably can hear it in my voice right now. I'm sick right now. And I made a commitment to myself for the whole, all the way until March, to do this damn lunch thing every single day. So I was outside before you got here. And most people say I'm nuts for that. But I mean, like we just talked about, consistency is the superpower. So for me, and it sounds like for you as well, like even when I don't feel like doing it, I just show up and do it anyway at this point. And Yeah, I think this is the hardest. This is literally the hardest year I've had in a very, very, very long time. New sun, you know what I'm saying? Space changed. Most people don't know this, but we had our worst month right in July. I thought we were gonna have to close our doors because of like LJ. That was around the time LJ was first born. I wasn't here, you know, and I'm a large part of how the business runs. So I was like, I don't even know if this place is gonna survive, right? But I didn't show up and make a big deal out of it. I didn't start a GoFundMe. I didn't do any of that crazy stuff I see people do, and nothing against people who choose to do that stuff, but I just kept showing up every day. You know, my wife was in the hospital. I wasn't sure she was gonna make it. She had preeclampsia, and I'm still here, and like people be wanting to talk to you, and I'm just like, I'm just not in the mind state, but I'm here, you know what I mean? And I think that affected so many people. Tasha used to say it all the time. She'd be like, one of the things that keeps me coming in is before we get here, you already in here sweating. Like, and they be thinking I work out all day now. I'll be like, nah, I don't work out all day, right? Like, there's no way if I worked out all day that I would even be functional. But at the same time, you know, like that look of being superhuman, I think, has to do with the fact that like most people won't. So how is it that we have some of our toughest years in years, and this is when the most consistency, like you see the most growth and change, right? Like, what do you think? You said you attribute it to us, right? Like having like-minded individuals around. What else do you attribute it to? Like, give me something else. Particularly, like let's say with your mindset, what created the consistency in your mindset?
Me just wanting to be better. I know that the things I've been doing before, it had got me nowhere.
Okay.
You know, me, like you said, making excuses or you know, I'm too tired. All that's gonna do is affect me later down the road. It's not gonna lead me to where I want to go. So, you know, that played a big part, and I like really sat back and looked at myself like, you know, I'm much better than this. You know, I wanna be a great example for my boys. You know, I didn't have that growing up.
That's fair.
You know, so that's I just want my kids to see, like, as a man, you want something, you got to go do it yourself. You got to go get it.
Are your kids? You say your kids are a major driving force as to like how you keep doing it.
Oh man, I just want to show them how to be a man. You know, life is hard. You know, life is tough. And, you know, as men, you know, we don't get that space for excuses. You know, nobody's not going to pat us on the back. Yeah. You know, I thought that we could get that, and I found the hard way. Like, it's not going to happen.
It's So look, this is one of those moments, and again, we don't get to talk about this stuff. So you're right, me showing up every day, it wasn't to prove something to someone here. It was like, if it fails, I know it's on me, right? Like I know it's my fault if this doesn't work. It's not that it can't. It's not that I can't do the right thing. It was, if I don't, it fails because of me. So I just kept trying to persevere. Don't get me wrong, you'll have people who come along and help. Shout outs to everybody who's ever helped me do any of this stuff. But there is this moment, like I remember sitting outside Ashley's, right when they were doing the C-section, I was sitting outside of the operation room, and I felt mad helpless, son. Like so helpless. I mean, there's nothing you could do. You know, they could come out and tell me, and I'm sorry to be morbid, but at the same time, they could come and tell me that, like, it's not working, she's not gonna make it. Right, like, you never know. Right. That's that moment of, you don't know. My life could change like that in 2 seconds, and all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna have Lauren to take care of. I'm gonna have all these things that we built together to take care of, and I had to travel. I traveled to that space during that time. That's why it was so hard on me. So like, nobody cares that it was hard. Right. They only cared that it was done, right? Like most people from the outside looking in, I'm not gonna say you ain't got people in your life that care. I'm just saying in general, like we learn as men that you have to persevere. It's not just something where you can say, well, I'll hang it up for a week. So if any men is watching this right now and you in that situation, look, man, I promise you, I say this all the time to them, and they thought I was being funny until they started manifesting it themselves. I was like, I am not special, right? I just keep doing the damn thing, right?
Man,
until
you are special. That's crazy. Everybody can't do what you do. Look, everybody, you know, it takes a special person to go through things that you go through and still be able to just push through and persevere, bro. Because I've seen so many men give up.
But
I've
see,
seen
that's
so many
what
men give up.
I think. That's what the difference is. I think my why helps me function on a different level, and that's just it. It's just that I made my why strong enough, right? Like I've had two groups of dudes come through here where I was like, oh, we was gonna build something and do all of this, and now I understand the trials and tribulations of like other fitness communities that were in here, because you could try to make a move and then somebody becomes selfish and then the whole thing crumbles. But who remains is that's where people see that that strength that we that we're talking about. But I just kept going. It wasn't like there was some special formula to building it up. Now we got a whole new crew, right? We got a whole new group of fellas come through, and we gonna do it again, and we gonna show it's wasn't no fluke, right? Like we did this for real, and we can keep doing it. Again, the ladies in here stronger than most places I've ever been to, right? Like
man, different.
So like when I tell people I'm not special, it's because I don't want people to think they can't do it, right? Like it's not possible. Sure, I have done the thing that makes me stand out, but as far as me being a person, I'm not no different than the next dude.
I say the same thing. I agree with that.
Like it's one of them, man. Anybody has the capability to do it. Will everybody do it? That's the question. So like that's the heart of the new year. I think for me is to focus on helping more men like myself and like you, who are out there struggling. My heart goes out to one individual in particular who was like a rock for me last year, and I don't even know if he know it. I'm gonna call him Brown. You know who I'm talking about? Rock for you, boy. In so many ways and times. It's just, I have a lot of strong men in my life, but not many men like that guy.
Right.
So having other like-minded men helped me to be like, all right, I watched that man life crumble. And for him to never stop. Like there was never a stop for him. He took on a whole kid.
By himself.
And literally, by himself. Like she had to be 2 months?
Going.
I can't. Me and LJ be going for like 2-3 hours, and I'd be like, yo, I'm kind of tired. And he all that and doing all he do, running the place he run and doing all the stuff. I'm like, brother, and they're still coming in here and pushing me to be better. Like, I don't know if you don't never know if the men in your life really realize how much they keep you motivated. So that's why I'm like, I'll be like, yo, you don't know, but you've been like, you've been like a brother to me. Like it ain't no, because I remember we was talking one time and he ain't know. And I said, nah, yeah, we family. I said, we passed that point. Ain't no turning from here. But I want to say, again, that's a strength, right? That's a power. That's I call it a superpower for a reason. So again, helping men, new goal of 2024. That's why we're gonna open back up the 5 a.m.s, hopefully turn it into 4 a.m.s. Like if you want it, come get it. It's not no charge, no nothing. Just come get it. Saturday workouts, again, no charge. Come get it, right? Like it's for helping men achieve who they are instead of doing this like arbitrary thing.
We need that community, man. Definitely we need that community.
I see it more than ever. I'm glad the ladies are getting it, but man, I got a heart for helping fellas too, like helping other guys just like us who think that there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Like, and they always say that expression, you got to still go through the damn tunnel. You can't stop. Right. And I think a lot of cats stop right in the middle and just give up. So I got a heart for that. But that brings us to, first of all, why don't we talk about the collaboration, man? The Very Good and GID collab. You ready for this?
Oh man, you don't understand. I just want to say, man, what I went through coming into the year with my son being in the hospital, that was a huge motivation for me. I just watched him be strong throughout everything he went through, and I'm like, I gotta put myself in a better position I ain't gotta go to work. I wanted to.
Could have been there.
Yeah, I want to be there the whole time. I don't want to leave and have to go clock in somewhere else. That broke my heart, and it just let me know I'm not where I need to be, because I want to be there. I don't want to have to, hey buddy, I'll be back later. I got to go to work. I'll see you later. Dad, why you leaving? Because I got to right now.
Right.
It broke my heart. So that was a huge motivation for me, and that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm about to really lock in and just really grind and do what I got to do.
Yeah, sacrifice as much as you can with the time you got.
Yep.
That's real. Man,
But,
I like it. That's a hard thing.
Yeah,
A hard
definitely.
thing. Like creating something new is hard.
Yeah.
Doing something consistent is hard. So for those who don't know, the Very Good is the name of Garf's company. Very Good Juice that he created with some constituents and has taken full ownership of recently. And obviously, Getting It Daily is the company that I built. Me and my wife have worked together to create a space, and then at one point I also had to take over and run it myself. And we decided to come together to do a collaboration. Right? We're gonna do some things. We already have very good juices in the space. I'm not just saying this because we talking about it, but literally they some of the best juice I've ever had in anywhere. I've been so many places and spaces. We've gone to vegan eateries, this, that, and the third. I am telling you, there's something different about Very Good Juice. And if you don't believe me, I was vegan for 4 years. If you don't believe me, try some. Hit them up. Try it literally. Get a good try. But we talked about. I said even I knew it was good when the vegans would come in here and they would be like, "Yo, the juice in here?" I'd be like, "Nah." They'd be like, "Oh, all right," And we not even advertising. Like it's not like I'm advertising so people are stopping by. They're just in there, and people are like just picking them up. I remember one time I watched 8 of them fly out at the same time. We only carry 12 at a time, and I'm like,
I knew it was legit when I called my man the king of healthy in Rochester when he solidified it. He was just like, man, this some good juice right here. He's like, bro, I make good juice, but this is killing mine. I've been around, I've tried everybody's juices. Everybody got some good juice, but I tell people, our goal was we want people to enjoy healthy juice.
Okay,
don't get me wrong, like. It don't have to be good for it to be healthy, but people like to drink Kool-Aid because it's sweet, it tastes good. It's not good for you, but it do taste good.
Right.
I don't like it anymore because it's too thick. It's been so long.
Yeah, in years.
We wanted good, healthy tasting juice to the point where you're like, you want to drink this juice when you're eating food. Like, not just for a detox or something like that.
That's fair.
I want some juice. Let me go get some Very Good.
Right.
So that was the whole goal of us creating this company,
that.
man. And I ain't gonna lie, we definitely did
I
can't take all of it because it wasn't all me.
Right.
My people's definitely helped me out a lot, and they came up with some juices. We all sat in the kitchen for hours just sampling stuff, and we found
processes,
it, man. Yeah,
right?
We found it, and it's a long process, but it works.
I like to think, shout out to the people who help us get this far.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'll never attest what I've gotten and learned as to doing it all by myself.
Never.
That would just be foolish, right? Like I'm married. My wife supports every decision I make. On top of that, I used to have a partner named Daniel Dennis. We used to own Getting It Done Fitness together. So shout out to Dan. Because he helped me realize that I could even go this far. I thought it was just gonna be some side hustle thing that we did, but he kept telling me like, no, you can definitely do more. Like we had 12 bodybuilding clients at one point. For somebody who's like unknown in that field, that's insane, right? Usually you got to be in for years and gain all this clout, but we were just doing so well. The hustle from that time, that was like what stuck with me into the new phases. So shout outs to everybody who's ever been a part of. I'm sure Garfield the same way.
Yeah, my cousin Tyrone and his wife Keita, they ain't gonna lie, like I said, we was in the kitchen and we actually we was doing pretty good, man. And hard times hit, man, and unfortunately, her daughter lost her dad, things like that. So, it's just been hard times for them. But, they still doing what they do. My cousin's coming out with his own clothing line, which is pretty dope. So shout out to my cousin Tyrone. He's a dope individual, and he's a very big supporter. Even like with him, like apart from the business, he's still like, yo, man, I know you still can do what you do. I wish you the best. I know you're gonna do what you do.
That's nice.
And yeah, man, thank you for real. Cause, if it was for everybody around me, man, I don't know where would I be right now.
Nah, if you can keep doing it, right? Yeah. Community definitely makes it easier to continue, for sure. So, what's the name? But yeah, so the collaboration. So we're going into the new year, right? We're doing some detox stuff, right? So let's talk about the detox, man. The detox is gonna be fire.
Really are.
Right? So what we're doing this month right here. Okay, everybody starts in January. We know there's an influx of people that start in January, but we're doing something on the physical tip for January. We're not worried about everybody detoxing right in the month of January. So at the end of January or the beginning of February, all the way through February, we're going to be taking detox orders for something we guarantee is going to be guaranteed to lose you anywhere between all the way up to, we've seen 25 pounds. I'm going to say on average, we see 10. Again, detoxing gets rid of all the waste in your lower gut or your intestines to help your body produce what it needs to heal and all the other things faster. So you're just basically dumping out your waste system in order to feel better and just do better in general. Most people carry up to 5 to 15 pounds of waste down there, okay? So by taking this, not only will that happen, but you'll be kickstarting the rest of your goals as well, right? You want to talk about, it's 7 days, right?
Yep.
7 days. We're not going to give away all the details. If they're interested, they can reach out.
Yep.
But let's say, what would you tell people is the number one reason to detox in general? Like, how do they know they're prepared? They should be doing a detox.
Well, I mean, just look at all the stuff that we intake. Look at all the crap that we eat.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, you got to get rid of that waste. It's crazy because, like, I noticed, like, my skin, like, started breaking out. Like, because I noticed, like, the toxins and all this, it's trying to leave my body.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been eating crappy for years, man. You know, just look at our family. You know, it's high blood pressure.
Correct.
Diabetes. Like, black people, that's all we go through because we eat a lot of, you know,
Self-induced.
soul food.
Yep.
I tell people, you know, that's not good food. It's not good food.
Low vibrational plates is the way a lady say it. Lady in here said, she said low vibrational plates.
You know, you wake up tired.
Yeah.
You know, you wonder why. It's because all the waste that's in your body. You know, you got to get rid of that.
Yep.
You know, your body is your temple. You want to take care of it. So, you know, detoxing is the way to do it.
We was I was just talking with Ash, and she was like, "Well, what do we got to do to do?" And like, she just ran into a problem with LJ where the Enfamil had a recall, so she was freaking out, and where everything was fine, but it was one of those, like, it let her know that she needs to put her body in a better position to even produce milk for our son. And it's just so interesting to watch, like we really be jacked up. You seen that Netflix just came out with that joint, You Are What You Eat? Oh yeah, I'm about to watch it when I go home today. I'm gonna watch it with the family.
You are what you eat, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so many people don't realize how things are tied. They think if they just get in the gym and run it off, they'll feel so much better. Half and half, half and half. And I say that, like, when you say run it off, we ain't talking no 15 minutes on the treadmill. I'm talking about an hour, 2, and then you can finally get into a space and burning it off. I used to send out this video to all my clients in the beginning of the new year that was by a guy named Steve Cook. It said he ate 10,000 calories, could he burn it off in 24 hours? And he was known as one of the fittest men on the planet at one point. Like, and he didn't burn it off. Like, people always think they can cheat their diets, but you can't.
You really can't.
Right? So if you really want your body to change, like, there's no way I could maintain my size if I just ate like trash.
Right.
There's no way I could take 2 months off, because I just came back from a 2-month hiatus and still only have gained, I think I gained 10 pounds.
Right. 10
pounds. Like I want to say, no, 15. I gained 15 pounds. I was still eating the same so my body would heal, but I took a whole 2 months off and I gained 15 pounds. And I'm already down 10. Like, you can do this, people. You just need to do it in a way that actually allows your body to change. Right? So, again, the detox is going to be fire. It's only 7 days, man. If you can't make a 7-day commitment to yourself to do something new that changes your life forever, then listen, we not even a space for you. Like, I be telling people that all the time. I be like, I'm not even the coach for you. I just had a run-in with a client about that, like, recently. I wasn't able to help him, and it felt really bad. It felt really bad having to tell somebody, I'm not the coach for you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's what they needed to hear. I've watched their journey in the last week get much better. So it's like, they're still here.
Okay.
I'm just not their coach anymore.
Got you.
So it was one of those things, like, again, 7 days can change your entire trajectory.
It really can.
Commit yourself for 7 days. We got the 7-day trainer. We got the detox. We're doing the in-house challenge, which I can talk a little bit about. But I figure, no, again, let's make sure we do things in the right way, right? Start off the new year right. hit us up, message right here, or one of us. You can message Very Good Juice or Getting It Daily that you're interested in the detox, and we will get you all set up.
Definitely.
Okay. What else did I want to say? Honestly, that's it. The detox is gonna be fire.
Really
we both kind of done it already.
Too that you ever had.
we both already done it. We're gonna do it again. Yep. We're doing it together this time, and I'm in like the perfect space for it. Yeah. Like I'm in the perfect space for it because my mindset to do it is already there. Mm-hmm. But man, it's gonna be fucking challenging. This next week is gonna be like, I don't think people understand. Like based on all the stuff that I do and what I'm saying is gonna happen, this is gonna be challenging. Yeah. But I'm for it. I'm here for it. Yeah. Even getting the juice, I gotta get the juice for you early as hell. Yeah. To start Monday. So it's gonna be crazy. But I'm so excited about what's gonna come from it. Definitely. That's all I think about. Like now when we do stuff like this, I'm like, man, I wonder what's gonna come from it. That's it. That's really it. Yeah. Right? So I'm excited. What else? What else we got? The hang challenge and the lunge challenge. Okay, you wanna talk about these lunges?
It was funny because I was scared of the lunges at first. But I kept seeing your videos. I'm like, man, I got to do what I don't want to do.
That's weird.
So I just got in there and started doing it. Yeah. And I think because I just work out so much that it's easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy at all. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. But
right. It wasn't as bad as you thought it was.
It's not that bad.
I feel you.
You know, the first day I'm like, okay, cool. Second day, all right. Third day I'm like,
legs hurt.
Shit. Legs hurt, but I still can do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, it's fun to challenge yourself, man, because when you challenge yourself, all it's doing is making you better.
Facts.
So that's why, you know, the lunge challenge, I actually just took it on, like, you know what? I see him doing it.
Yeah, I didn't even ask you.
Yeah, you did.
I was just doing it.
Yeah.
I was just doing it. But the crazy part is, this is how I know we're changing, the atmosphere's changed a little bit. Mm-hmm. Junior hit me up about it. Devin was like, oh, I'm already in. I thought you were just going to tell us when to start. Yeah. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Even Mr. Creative Pizza. Yeah. He's in.
Yeah, I see y'all. He was
like, oh yeah, man, if y'all doing it, right? And like, man, you can always tell when you find people who get it. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody just hopped in my reel yesterday. Was like, I'm in.
Like that's.
The dude sharing was like, yo, I'm about to do this too. I'm like, just spread it, bro. Like, all it's doing is just making it possible.
Yeah, record something about it. You ain't got to record the whole damn thing. Right. Record yourself going down and up one time, and like encourage the people around you. That's what it's for. Yep. So to join the challenge, here's what we're gonna list, and I'm gonna keep talking about this so people get it, because I haven't told anybody. Officially, our announcement is Tuesday, right? If you want to join the challenge, all you got to do. You can message me or Garf, I'm in, or I was gonna say anyone who's in the challenge, I'm in, right? So anyone who's already in, you can message them, say, hey, I wanna do it. The things we ask you for is to post that you're doing it, to share that you're doing it, and that again, to join like the free GID stuff. So that way, you know, you get resources, because again, your motivation is gonna absolutely drop at least 1 or 2 times during doing this. This 100%. Is 30 days straight. Yep. So to stay motivated, you got to stay tapped in. AKA, we're going to put out a bunch of resources for you guys in the next week to keep you motivated. We're going to share a bunch of stuff that we did, a bunch of things that help us keep going. So again, stay locked in. Let somebody know you're in. Make sure you join the free Facebook group, which is that Rochester Area and Wellness group that we have on Facebook. And again, let's get rolling. Right? It is that simple, okay? Again, we love when we want you to take videos and photos of your stuff and post it, okay?
I can even come to the gym with me. I can bring as much people as I want to. I'll do them with you.
Jay, I just said the 5 o'clocks were open. If you come to the 5 o'clocks, the first thing being done is the lunges, okay? So
that's the first thing I do.
If you come in the morning, again, open, free to every man who's in the Rochester area. Even if you come in from far out, I don't care. Mm-hmm. If you show up at the door when we get ready to work, you are free to join. There is no cost. Okay? But again, after 5 o'clock, I can't say once 6 hit, we got classes and training and everything else. That's the business time. So make sure if you're gonna join, you can join from wherever you're at, or you can come right here. Or as Garf just said, he willing to join you. I know I'm willing to donate my time as I got it. Like, this is supposed to help people. Yep. Okay? So we go knee to floor, right? That back knee got to touch that floor. If that back knee ain't touching, it ain't a real lunge, okay? There's a reason we say that. I know some people gonna try to cut it short, right?
Oh yeah.
And again, we want this to be challenging, okay? So put that knee down. I was just telling Garf before we started this video, I passed the time by listening to something that's gonna put me towards my goals. Believe me, when I make these videos, I'm gonna be telling y'all just this stuff, okay? So the videos we're gonna be making to help inspire you guys is gonna be exactly that too. Ironically, tomorrow marks day 8 and I start the detox. So like the second weekend, I'm about to put my body through hell to be so I'm gonna have to drink a lot of water because I'm about to be dry as hell. Like that's one of them things you gotta be ready for. But again, guys, we're doing this because change requires change, right? Growth requires discipline and consistency. So this is about you guys. Yes. What else? Oh, we're doing the 7-minute hanging challenge on top of it too. So peep game. I told Cass that I was gonna give them the easiest workout they could do. 7 minutes of hanging, 15 minutes of lunging. That's it. We're gonna start on the challenge itself. We're gonna give you steps to get to 15 minutes of lunges without stopping. All right, so you don't have to start at 15 minutes. That's just what we choosing to do. Okay, but just if you start the process, you win. All right, details will be in the groups. Yes, but the 7 minutes hanging, okay, this is gonna be the interesting one for a lot of cats because they're gonna think, man, you gotta hang from a bar for 7 minutes. It's like, nah, just throughout the day, arms above head, weight down, hang. You can do pull-ups, you can do muscle-ups, you can do whatever you want. You just need to make sure that throughout the day you hang for 7 minutes. Okay, so that's real easy. You be sitting in the bed talking to somebody and hanging, and that could be a lot of your time. Again, this is supposed to be easy. So
I love hanging anyway.
I don't. That's my thing. I'm too heavy for this hanging stuff, man.
You're not too heavy, man. I was doing that at 240. Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do I love the process? Sure. Do I hate do I love the strength? Sure, but I hate the process.
Got you.
Right? Like the process of realizing that you are real heavy and working back to being strong again. My strength is all over the place. It's coming back quick, but it's all over the place. So I'm not going to enjoy this. I already know, right? Like I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm fucking hanging for 7 minutes. My hands won't unfurl, like uncurl and shit.
See, I got the claws, like so I'll be good.
Yeah, see, nah, I got little hands. I got real stubby, fat hands from all the muscle I've developed over the years. But what's the name? Now, when you go to grab stuff, you'd be like, oh, like that. So it should be fun.
Oh, definitely.
Should be fun. Look, we talk about it like it's terrible.
Definitely.
We're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
Gotta do it. So again, any fellows who join it, they gonna ask. That's exactly what I'm gonna tell them. Man, what's a good workout? Lunge for 15, hang for 7. They're gonna be like, nah, for real. I'm like, nah, that's it. That's it. You really don't need to do anything else. You will develop an incredible physique by doing those 2 things, right? What do most dudes go when they go to the gym?
Bench,
chest, some type of chest. I be watching dudes do chest for hours. This ain't even half an hour of your time. Half an hour of your time, done. Yes. So let's see who does it. I'm curious who's gonna do it. Fellas, that's it. All right, we gonna close here. Again, we wanted to motivate you today, share with you, and also talk about some of the things that help us become who we are. But again, invite somebody. This is gonna be fun as hell.
Please do.
All right, till next time. Peace. Sheesh, this is gonna be fun.
Man,
they gonna hate it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I love this journey. Yo, God.